Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It's Friday morning, coffee kind of morning. Today I wanted to wrap up the 70s as far as what I have in CD. Um, I've looked at the 60s, 1970 through to 1976 by year. Today I'll be looking at 1977 through to 1979 and all those the CDs I have in those particular years. I don't have enough in each year to do a series, so I thought I'd combine 3 years together and go from there. Still, it would be a great little collection if I put it together and I was starting out a CD collection. It'd be a great collection on its own. Um, Before I get into everything, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. So I'm going to start off with 1977 and start off with a banger. An amazing album by one of the all-time greatest guitarists. This is Eric Clapton's Slow Hand, released in 1977. A wonderful album. It's been remastered as well. Features the big hit Cocaine, Beautiful Wonderful Tonight, Lay Down Sally, rockin' little tune. Lay Down Sally. Next time you see her, we're all the way, the core, may you never, mean old Frisco, and Peaches and Diesel. Awesome album. I might just use that as my thumbnail. Also from 1977, go to the Southern Rock giants, I guess, if you call them. This is Street Survivor, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Another remastered. It's a great picture of the band. Another remastered CD. What's Your Name? Great tune. That Smell. You got that right. Like three hits right off the bat. I Never Dream, Georgia Peaches, Sweet Little Missy, another Sweet Little Missy demo, Ain't No Good Life, That Smell, another demo, and Jacksonville Kid, and then you've got a live compilation as part of this as well. So you've got live versions of You Got That Right, That Smell, Ain't No Good Life, What's Your Name, and Give Me 3 Steps. Just on its own, it's a remarkable album. Also from 1977, Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Works. A two-sided or a 2 CD package. Basically, Works is individual tunes from each member of the band. So on disc 1, you've got Keith Emerson on Piano Concerto number 1. You've got Greg Lake, Lend Your Love to Me Tonight, C'est La Vie, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Nobody Loves You Like I Do, and Closer to Believing. And then on disc 2, you've got Carl Palmer, The Enemy God, LA Nights, New Orleans, Bach 2, Part Invention in D minor, Food for Your Soul, and Tank. And then you've got a little mini documentary on this as well. It's a great compilation package. Works from 1977. I think I missed this one in the 1976 year, so I'm going to include this one. So I just wanted to point that out. This is Wind and Wuthering by Genesis from 1976. I missed it the last time. Again, another remastered version of this great album. You've got 11th Earl of Mar, One for the Vine, Your Own Special Way, What Gorilla, All in Mouse's Night, Blood on the Rooftops, Unique Slumbers for the Sleepers, In That Quiet Earth, and Afterglow. They were definitely unique in their song titles, for sure. But that's also what made them unique as well, part of what made them unique. So again, from 76. One of my all-time favorite albums from this band. All their albums are great. I've got, I think, pretty much all of them as a combination of CD and vinyl. Another remastered. This is Even in the Quietest Moments, Supertramp. Just a beautiful album. Truly remarkable. You've got the Give a Little Bit. Starting off, you've got Loverboy, The Beautiful, Even the Quietest Moments, Downstream, Baba G, cool tune, From Now On, and Fool's Overture. Just remarkable 10-minute and 52-second Fool's Overture. Yeah, it's a classic, and again, one of my favorite albums. I mean, Crime of the Century, of course, is my favorite album from them because it's the most familiarized album that I've had since I've been young. But when you get into their deeper discography and you get albums like this, it's just remarkable. So that's 1977. We'll get into 1978. How about Rainbow, Long Live Rock and Roll? Ronnie James Dio, Richie Blackmore. Yeah. Again, another remastered version of this album. You've got Long Live Rock and Roll, the title track. Lady of the Lake, LA Connection, Gates of Babylon, Kill the King, The Shed, Subtle, Sensitive to Light, and Rainbow Eves. Yeah. 1978. This is a great live concert by an awesome southern rock band. This is Waiting for Columbus, Little Feat. Recorded in 1978. It's a 2 LP set on 1 CD. So you got Join the Band, Introduction to the Band, Fat Man in the Bathtub, All That You Dream, Oh Atlanta, Old Folks Boogie, Time Loves a Hero, Day or Night, Mercenary Territory, Spanish Moon, Dixie Chicken, Triple Phase Boogie, Rockin' in My Pocket, Willin', Sailin' Shoes, and Feet Don't Fail Me Now. Produced by Lowell George. Features Paul Barrere on guitars and vocals, Sam Clayton on congos, Lowell George on guitars and vocals, Kenny Gadney on bass, Richie Hayward on drums, and Bill Payne on keyboard, synthesizer, and vocals. Just a cool rockin' band. Love Little Feat. From 1978, we'll go back to Genesis again. This is when everyone left the band except for Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, and Tony Banks. And then there were 3. Awesome album. Another remastered version. That's the thing I like about CDs, is that you get, I prefer, some people prefer original versions, and that's cool. That's really cool. I prefer the remastered versions. It just, I don't know, something about it just brings it out. Plus you get extra, you get, I guess to me, maybe how it was meant to be heard. So this has Down and Out, Undertow, Ballad of Big, Snowbound, Burning Rope, Deep in the Mother Lode, Many Too Many, Scenes from Night Stream, Say It's Alright Joe, The Lady Lies, and Follow Me. Sorry, Follow You, Follow Me. Love it. One of my all-time favorite Canadian bands, and I've seen them a couple times. I've seen the lead singer, I don't know how many times I've seen the lead singer for this band. This is Meeting at My Sleeve, Max Webster. Great Canadian rock, progressive rock, psychedelic rock, highly underrated guitarist in Kim Mitchell. You've got Lip Service, Astonish Me, the beautiful Astonish Me, Let Your Man Fly, Water Me Down, Distressed, The Party, Waterline, Hawaii, and Beyond the Moon. Great album. Also from '78, great debut album from an amazing band, one of my favorites. This is the Cars. What an amazing debut album. You've got Good Times Roll, My Best Friend's Girl, Just What I Needed, I'm in Touch with Your World, Don't You Stop, You're All I've Got Tonight, Bye Bye Love, The Haunting, Moving in Stereo, and All Mixed Up. Just a great, great debut album. Again from 1978, I just did a video on the box set of this particular, including this particular album from Van Halen, studio albums from 1978 to 1984. And from 1978 we have Van Halen 2. Some say their best album. I gave the box set a 9 out of 10, so they were all pretty darn good. So You're No Good starts off with Dance the Night Away, Someone Get Me a Doctor, Bottoms Up, Out of Love Again, Light Up the Sky, Spanish Fly, DOA, Woman in Love, and Beautiful Girls. Good rockin' album. Van Halen 2. And what video wouldn't be complete unless I included these guys in it from 1978. This is Black Sabbath, Never Say Die. Great packaged CD. You've got the title track, Never Say Die, Johnny Blade, Junior's Eyes, A Hard Road, Shockwave, Air Danced, Over to You, Breakout, and Swingin' Chain. Awesome, 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 awesome. Um, then we have 1979. Going back to these guys here. Whoop. I think I got it backwards. I think I should have put Van Halen 2. This should have been a 1978 Van Halen, and then Van Halen 2 should have been 1979. Oops, my bad. Anyway, from 1978, Van Halen, their debut album. Yeah, that was my bad. I just mixed them up. The covers look the same. Oops. Actually, they don't. Well, yeah, kind of. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. 1979. 1978. Oops. My bad. It's all in the same video, so. Anyway, this is their debut album. Van Halen, 1978. You got Running with the Devil, the famous and amazing Eruption guitar solo by Eddie Van Halen. You Really Got Me, Ain't Talking About Love, I'm the One, Jamie's Crying, Atomic Punk, Feel Your Love Tonight, Little Dreamer, Ice Cream Man, and On Fire. Great, great stuff. Okay, let's get this right. From 1979. One of my favorites from this band. I know they had a big commercially successful album just before this, but this is the Eagles, The Long Run. From this great box set, studio albums from 1972 to 1979. You've got the title track, The Long Run. I Can't Tell You Why, the beautiful ballad. In the City, great tune by Joe Walsh. Disco Strangler, cool rockin' tune. Kind of anti-disco song. King of the Hollywood, Heartache Tonight, big hit for the band. Those Shoes, Teenage Jail, The Greeks Don't Want No Freaks, and The Sad Cafe. I also have it in vinyl as well. So I cherish this album for sure. From 1979. After a 3-year break, they were touring a lot. They all kind of went off on their own direction. They came back and put this album together. This is Diguelo, ZZ Top. An amazing bluesy rock and On Fire album. So it's got I Thank You, She Loves My Automobile, I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide, A Fool for Your Stockings, Manic Mechanic, Dust My Broom, Low Down in the Street, Hi-Fi Mama, Cheap Sunglasses, and Esther Be the One. From start to finish, an amazing album. I also have it in a box set. I left the box set over at the other side, but how's this one from 1979? This is the first showing of this one in this group, but this is Joe's Garage. Act 1, 2, and 3 from 1979. A double CD. There's 1. I always have to be careful with these types of casings. They're not the easiest casings to use. They tend to break. Full of booklets. So on disc 1, you've got the Central Scrutinizer, title track Joe's Garage, Catholic Girls, Crew Slut, trying to keep this channel clean, Fembot in a wet t-shirt, On the Bus, Why Does It Hurt When I Pee? It's kind of hard to keep it clean when you're talking about Frank Zappa. Lucille Has Messed My Mind Up, Scrutinizer, Footliner, A Token of My Extreme, Stick It Out, and Cyborg. And this too is Don't Work for Yuta, Keep It Greasy, Outside Now, he used to cut the grass, Packard, Goose, Watermelon and Easter Hay, and Little Green Rosetta. Yeah, classic Zappa. Just classic Zappa. Classic Zappa. I'll put that back in a second. And finally, from 1979, probably the most commercially successful album with this particular lead singer. The one that came after that was meant to be with this lead singer. Unfortunately, he died not too long after the release of this one and just before the release of their biggest selling album. One of my favorites. This is Highway to Hell, AC/DC. Bon Scott. Some prefer, just like Van Halen with David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar, some prefer Roth, some prefer Hagar. In this one, you had Bon Scott up until this album, and then you had Brian Johnson, an amazing singer on his own, throughout the rest of their career, and still going. But some prefer the Bon Scott era, some prefer the Johnson era. I'm kind of right in the middle, because every album that they put out with Bon Scott is definitely unique and awesome. Brian Johnson put out some great albums as well with the band. But this is one of my favorites. Again, remastered. You got the title track, Highway to Hell, Girl Got Rhythm, Walk All Over You, Touch Too Much, Beating Around the Bush, Shot Down in Flames, Get It Hot, If You Want Blood You Got It, Love Hungry Man and Night Prowler. From start to finish, an amazing album. So there you have it. There's my look at 1977, 1978, and 1979, with a couple of exceptions and oops. But I didn't want to restart the video over the Van Halen thing. You understood where it came from. They should be in this group anyway. So I'll be looking at 1980 and beyond, and then I don't know how far I'll go with this. I'm going to get into the albums and show you the albums from the 60s and 70s as well. Not that there's any Not that there's any great albums from the 80s and 90s and 2000s, which I have, which are awesome, but I have the majority of 60s and 70s. Anyway, have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Again, please like and subscribe below, and take care. Bye-bye now.